Welcome back to another episode of the Liverpool career mode here on the Glory Hunter save, where in today's video, our first chance of silverware and our first chance to put something in the trophy cabinet in that England section for sure is up. It's a CARABAO Cup final against Manchester City. Now, obviously, the goal is to win the FA Cup. That's why the FA Cup is there and not the CARABAO Cup on the screen in the left-hand side there. However, the CARABAO Cup will replace the FA Cup if we fail to win the FA Cup. And talking about the FA Cup, we are in the round 4, it is technically called. We are actually in the round 4 replay against Norwich, in which we simmed that game and drew 0-0 last time out. So we are going to have to go ahead and play the replay there away from home, hopefully get the win there, and then we will also have the Man City CARABAO Cup final. So it might be 2 cup games back to back here. We will also figure out our round of 16 of the Europa League here today as well, because the preliminary round will happen in the course of the game as me just simming on, and we might even play the first leg if it's on the 7th. If it's on the 7th, we'll play the first leg. If it's on the 14th, we might end up playing Man City back to back in the league title, because the title is tight at the top as well. We are 1 point ahead of Manchester City. We are 3 points ahead of Fulham. We are 4 points ahead of West Ham, 5 against Newcastle, and 7 against Arsenal, 9 and Chelsea. So it is tight at the top 3. It is tight in the top 4 as well. We just got to keep on going. We got to convert some of these draws into wins. And one draw we definitely got to convert into a win is this FA Cup game against Norwich. We are going to go ahead and go into it with our full strength team. Now, if you did miss last episode, we have Mr. Dybala at the club now. Paulo Dybala, welcome to the club. He started off kind of alright. He did go ahead and score his first goal against Fulham in the second leg of the CARABAO Cup, in which we won in dominant fashion there. Let's get to this game. Van Dijk is a little tired, so Ignacio will come on, trying to avoid burnout with the club. Let's get to it. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more episodes of this Glory Hunter save. And here we go. The FA Cup game replay against Norwich. Now, we didn't play a single minute of this game. We kind of let the AI do it. They couldn't get the job done, so here we are now. We got to get the job done ourselves. This is a good warm-up for that Man City game. I mean, it's not really a good warm-up at all because it's Norwich. This should be an easy, straight-ahead win. And we should be wanting to sim this in the second half, honestly. It's Mohamed Salah now into Diego Jota. And here comes Liverpool against the championship side. And Diego Jota scores the first goal of the game. It's 1-0, 8 minutes in. And I said we should be wanting to simulate that second half. And that's a great start to want that feeling there. Fast now, Alisson saves the rebound. Alisson tried to save it well, but it went into the back of the net. Luis Diaz, Coop Miners, Solskjaer, can't find Salah. And we're going halftime not wanting to sim, but halftime wondering why we're not up more than nothing. We're literally up nothing. It's 1-1, and the referee is allowing to play home, so we might even go into halftime down 2-1. Ref, can you blow your flipping whistle? Like, they're not trying to attack here. They're really not. Now they are. No, now they're going backwards. It's Josh Sargent, McLean. Referee, blow your whistle. There's no thank you. Holy cow. Stacey, Alisson. They love chipping. And it works out this time. It's 2-1 for Norwich. They have the lead. Coop Miners now. Joshua Kimmich over the top for Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz now. Luis Diaz still, Luis Diaz still, Luis Diaz into Mohamed Salah off the crossbar. Coop Miners can't get to the rebound. Robertson now, Solskjaer, Salah, Trent, still Trent, still Trent. Trent still on the ball despite being tackled. Now into Coop. Finally someone wants to help. No one wants to help Coop though. And he'll lose the ball. Salah will crash down. Cooper will win it back. Salah! 2-2. We capitalize on a mistake there. And Mohamed Salah draws us level with Norwich. I can't believe I'm saying level. Wow, okay. Salah, Trent, in towards McAllister. McAllister loses the ball. We're going extra time against Norwich. I can't believe my words right now. I went from wanting to quick sim the second half to going to extra time with Norwich to possibly even losing in regular time. Thankfully, that won't happen. But it is extra time against Norwich in the FA Cup. What is going on? Inacio, Kimmich now, Vitoroku, Dybala, now into McAllister, back to Vitoroku, and Vitoroku puts Liverpool ahead. It's 3-2. The youngster gets the job done. Salah gets it, crossed in for Roku. Can he get there? No, Hanley got there first. But that might be all she wrote. I don't know if Norwich could have it in them. They don't. They lose the ball again. It's Roku. It's into McAllister now. And McAllister will find Cody Gakpo. And Cody Gakpo will put this game to bed definitely. It took extra time. But the boys finally get the job done here against Norwich. This is your starting 11 to take on Manchester City at Wembley. It's Luis Diaz, Diego Jota, Mohamed Salah, a midfield trio of Koopmeiners, Kimmich, and Paulo Dybala playing that cam role. Robertson, Van Dijk, Konate, and Trent as your back four with Alisson in net. They obviously still have Holland. They obviously still have Foden and Doku in their midfield trio. Also, KDB and Rodri are going to make an appearance too as well. I don't know if they started actually. I know Rodri started for sure. I'm not sure if KDB started. But our first chance at silverware and our first chance to at least put something onto this board. Now, we won't put it onto this board until we get knocked out of the FA Cup. If we do win the CARABAO Cup, though, that's a very big if, because we are playing Manchester City, one of the best teams in the league. We are still holding them in front of the league. But this is a very, very big game. Our first look at silverware. Let's get to it. Coop will lose it to Ruben. Kimmich, though, crashes it on Koopmeiners into Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz crossed in, out for a corner. And here comes big man Erling. Now out wide to Grealish, back for Gaia. Now Kevin De Bruyne into Phil Foden. Phil Foden back to KDB. KDB now on the ball. Stop him trying to get this ball to Holland. He'll find Foden. Foden gets past Virgil. Can't get past Alisson. And Manchester City's first corner of the game. And they might go short to Foden here. They will go short to Foden here. Phil Foden gets past Koopmeiners. Crossed in, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. In. Haaland, Erling Haaland will give Manchester City the lead. It's 1-0, 37 minutes in. And Erling, the man that we can't let get open, let him get open. And he capitalizes on it. Dybala now, Mohamed Salah, Diego Jota, Koopmeiners. I don't want Koopmeiners on the shot. Maybe should have taken it with him. We're going to halftime in the final, down 1-0 to Man City. Erling Haaland scoring the only goal so far. Kimmich blocks that off. And here comes Mohamed Salah now. There's 16 minutes left to go. I'm running out of time. Mohamed Salah finds Jota. Diego Jota level things up here against the run of play. It's 1-1, and Jota equalizes it here. Foden nearly just won it for City, and he's off as well. Alvarez came on. It's Koopmeiners to win it off of the corner. It's Koopmeiners into Virgil. Do we have enough time? It's +2. It's Virgil van Dijk of all players carrying it up. Now into Luis Diaz against Gavardio. He has Roku with him. That's actually Salah. Can we find Mohamed Salah? Yes. We'll find Roku. He will find Paulo Dybala, and Paulo Dybala to give us a win. No, out for a corner. Trent on the said corner. Virgil, deflected, Konate, saved. We're going to extra time against City here. Liverpool turn it around and nearly score the winner. Inacio, Trent, now Kimmich. Joshua Kimmich on the ball. Joshua Kimmich into Vitoroku. Roku now. Solskjaer into McAllister! Liverpool win! Manchester City fall apart and Liverpool get the win in the 118th minute. Nearly like real life, scoring a late winner like that in extra time. And Liverpool get the job done. It's 2-1 for Liverpool. And it's McAllister to score the winner. They subbed off Erling Haaland for a CDM at striker and stuck him at striker still. And with 1 minute at a time, this game is over. And Liverpool are going to go ahead and lift the CARABAO Cup trophy here. Ederson makes a save. It's a 2-1 win for Liverpool. We're going to go ahead and lift the first trophy of our season. We'll have at least something in the cabinet, whether or not we fail the FA Cup or not. The CARABAO Cup will be in the cabinet for sure. We'll show that off next episode. We'll show that off actually when we lose the FA Cup, if we lose the FA Cup, which we have an FA Cup game right after this. Literally, we play Leicester in the FA Cup up next. But we get the win now over City in the Cup final. I thought once Erling Haaland scored that early on, I thought we were doomed. I honestly thought they were going to go ahead and score 2-3 more and just shut me down completely. I really hope it's not laggy like it is, like for y'all, like it's showing me it is on the stream elements. I really hope it's not laggy because that would be absolutely annoying. But Joshua Kimmich, the captain of this team, he's kind of, I mean, I don't want to say he's been having a quiet season, but he's been having a very impactful season for this team. And Liverpool will lift the Carabao Cup trophy. That is done now. Now it's time to move on to more serious business. The FA Cup against Leicester City in the quarterfinals, the round of 16. Is it now the round of 16? 8-16, yeah, the round of 16. We have Leicester City up next. And before we get into this Leicester City game, in which some results have already taken place, including Spurs knocking off Hoffenheim, Salford City knocking off Aston Villa. That's a big win there for Salford. And Newcastle knocking off Chelsea. Kind of half expected that one. That one could go either way. It went Newcastle's way. Did the other games take place as well? No. We could play against Coventry or Shrewsbury as well next round. That's actually insane. That is if we win this game, as well as Salford City. However, yeah, like I said, before we get into that game, there is another fixture I want to talk about. That is the Europa League round of 16. Let's go and look at the pre-eliminating round, see if any of the big teams make it, including AC Milan, which did. They make it past them 6-1. Celtic knock off Ajax 4-3 on aggregate, and then of course Man United make it through as well as PSV. And in fact, Rangers knock off Real Sociedad. We have Royal Antwerp in the round of 16 of the Europa League. One of the easiest teams that we could have faced off against. They could be tricky. They shouldn't be tricky, though, but they could be tricky. We have AC Milan versus West Ham as well. We have Man United versus Roma, and we have Atalanta versus Leverkusen. So some heavier teams that could possibly make a run are facing off against each other in round 16. That is big for us, but we have to now focus our brains on this Leicester City game. And honestly, I like that game so much. I like the team that we put out last time out, and I think we're going to do it again. We are going to go ahead and move this up to a camera. I should just do that permanently. And we are going to go ahead and start Dybala again at cam against Leicester City here. And we are going to go ahead and give Vitor Roku the start instead of Mr. Jota as well. Give him a break there. This is your starting 11. Let's get into it. We're playing in the snow as well. FA Cup action against Leicester City, one of the top championship sides in real life. They should win the league title, or at least get automatically promoted if they don't choke too bad. They did just lose to Leeds the other week, I should say. It's Luis Diaz down to Coop Miners. Coop Miners is honestly might be turning into one of the worst signings that I've ever made. I just don't like him. He's still maintaining the starting role, though. It's Paulo Dybala. It's into Roku. Did the defender get a touch onto that, or did that just hit too heavy? I also love this kit in the snow as well. I don't know why, but it looks so good in the snow. Kimmich to Trent. Now to Dybala over the top for Roku. He's offside. And it's Mohamed Salah on the corner. It's Van Dijk on the header. No, it's Victor Roku on the volley. Victor Roku from outside the box gives Liverpool the lead. It's 1-0. And we take the lead here over Leicester City 13 minutes in. Salah, Luis Diaz, back to Salah, now into Victor Roque, and Victor Roque for the brace. Victor Roque has a brace. It's 2-0 for Liverpool, and the young Barcelona striker is on fire to start this game off. We got to give him some more game time. We got to put him on a development plan, actually. Get him training up. Because dynamic potential for this kid is going to be absolutely special. It is special. When you simulate, when I did a rebuild, and Victor Roku went from like 78 to 90 within the first like 4 seasons, which is actually insane. Luis Diaz, that's why he's kind of the key player now. Luis Diaz, Coyote. And we are going to jump into a sim for the second half here. Victor Roku has a brace in the first half. This is what I was talking about, Norwich wanting to dominate the game, that we can simulate the second half. That's exactly what's happened here against Leicester City. Let's see if the boys can get the job done with AI. And Trent has a free kick at the top of the box. Will he be able to put this in the back of net? I'm putting my bets on it. Yes. Trent, it comes off the wall out for a corner. And Roku gets his hat trick. It's 3-0 in the 82nd minute. Good on you, young lad. You're going to come off now for Jota. And we're going to make some subs here. Can we bring on Connor Bradley? Can I bring on Thiago? I don't think I can. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can make one more sub, and it's going to be Ignacio for Konate. We're up 3-0. 10 minutes left to go. And that is game over. A 3-0 win over Leicester City. And we'll move on to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup. And Coventry City beat Shrewsbury. Leeds go ahead and beat Wolves. Everton beat West Ham. And, of course, City beat Brighton. We could face off against City. We could face off against Tottenham. Or we could face off against Salford City or Coventry City. That would be absolutely insane. We sit first in the league, still 1 point ahead of Manchester City. Will we find out our FA Cup game now? I believe we should, right? There is no more replays. FA Cup, nope, not CARABAO Cup. FA Cup, we have Leeds United. Spurs have Manchester City, so that's big. One of the 2 contenders there will get knocked out. We have Leeds United, another championship side. Hopefully Salford, I was hoping Salford City or Coventry City either played me or played each other. They unfortunately get a Premier League team. Hopefully Salford could be Everton. I don't see it happening, but they could be Everton. That's going to be next episode. Also, next episode, it's going to be a banger next episode. We have Manchester City in the league. We have Royal Antwerp in the Europa League. We also have Leeds United in the FA Cup. So don't miss out on Thursday's episode. Tomorrow will be a rebuild, so go ahead and leave a like and subscribe for that one. And until next time, peace out.